Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. I'm here with Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus, that game you always go all wild about. Here with a brand new look, with some awesome new stuff that's going to be added to the game and everything like that. I'm here with one of the producers of the game, and I'll let him introduce himself, if you would please, sir.
I have returned. It's me, Andrew McKerrow. I am the producer. And we've got a few things to show you, a few things to talk about that is quite exciting. Probably the biggest piece of news is the fact that this video is releasing on the 7th, and
Yes.
we actually go into pre-order tomorrow, so the 8th.
Yeah, the 8th. The 8th is the big day.
8th of
Awesome.
August, if people need to know what month it is.
Yeah, the 8th of August, yeah, we probably should make that clear.
Yeah.
8th of August, pre-orders go live. And that's
Yeah,
going to be on
it's-
Steam.
Yeah, it's exciting. On Steam,
awesome.
so it's available for PC, Mac, and Linux.
Awesome.
To give you kind of overview of what we're viewing at the moment, and I kind of explained this earlier, is that we're in the late stages of alpha right now. So in programming terms, alpha means that you're still throwing stuff together, still building things for the game, and it's not all integrated into the code yet. So the things that we're waiting for are we're building all the levels, and we're integrating the story into the build. So that means that we're still not technically in beta stage. It also means that we haven't quite polished up some sound effects to go with visual effects and things like that, but I'm very confident we can do that once we hit beta. We just want to make sure that we've got all the awesome level design built and put into the game, and then that's probably going to happen within about a month, and then we're just going to be balancing from that point on and making things look even better than they are now.
Awesome.
Which I didn't think would be possible, but I know it can be.
Well, yeah, like the last time, like we played it and everyone saw it and we was all talking about it. Basically, everyone lost their minds for it. So I'm really, really excited to get the actual full game in my hand. I know that. I think it's something different. Like Mechanicus, we've never played that faction before, so I think that's what's exciting me the most. And yeah, it's an amazing faction to pick for 40k.
It's really been amazing for creating very interesting mechanics, and some of them I can explain and talk about and how they will function throughout the game. Right now in this build, we still have like very early level maps, so you'll still see new stuff, but they're going to be like low level enemies, so we're not going to see any of the cool things like the Canticles spiders and the wraiths. We do have some Praetorians and some it's just escaped my mind now, death marks.
Ooh,
And things
nice.
like that, but end game bosses and things like that are totally not going to be happening now, so just setting your expectations.
That's okay. I think that's good enough to surprise us down the line. Give us something else just to look forward to. So it's okay.
Cool. I need to remember which one it is. I think it's this save that will kind of get us straight into where we need to be.
Okay.
So, you may notice there's some nice visual touches. I'm particularly a fan of the scrolls falling down here and typical AdMech mess, to be fair.
It looks really. I like the little avatars at the left and stuff of the characters. Are those actually the main characters who are sat in the chairs and stuff like that?
Yes.
Nice.
So these avatars are these two here. You've got Scavola, so now we know what she looks like, and it's a she now. Although looking at the picture, you would never tell that that's a female.
All the pipes.
She's massively into augmentation, and you unfortunately won't see it in this build, but the way that she talks like a programmer in the most hilarious of ways. Like,
Sounds
she
awesome.
can't hide her emotion in the sense that she's like incredibly excited. So in like square brackets, you'll see unbelievable excitement. And it's cracking me up.
Good old programmers.
So just a reminder, she's from Styges 8, so they're into the xenotech and stuff, and they've got all their secret hidden stuff that you will find about as you go through the story.
Okay.
And here you've got Videx.
That's awesome. He looks amazing.
Yeah. I particularly am a fan of the little candles and things.
I think that's one of the best things about like when you go to 40K, like the art style and stuff. When you see people and like stuff like this, you can just absolutely lose control, and it still looks amazing. It looks glorious.
It's the high detail for me of the art that we've managed to accomplish here.
Nice.
And it really generates a character for me to like connect to. I'm unbelievably connected to these guys now. His little quirk in his character is really good. He likes to recite loads of cult Mechanicus text. So he recite as if like kind of like with Christianity, he will recite a verse from somewhere in the Bible, and it's brilliant.
Okay, yeah, nice. He just does it mech-wise, the Omnissiah and stuff. Awesome.
Yeah, integrate 40K into it and cult Mechanicus references and things. It's brilliant.
Cool.
Cool. All this stuff I'll explain when we get back to it. But if you remember last time we had... sorry, I forgot to say. So this is Videx down here, and this is Scavola over here. Because before they were just all red and kind of simple.
Yeah.
The previous bill. So you remember we had a shop here.
Yes.
And people thought that was microtransactions. It's not. Don't worry. There's none of that happening. So we've got technology. Oh, glorious Emperor. Or Omnissiah, should I say. Yeah, the Emperor's nothing now. Remember where you are. So this is not fully filled in yet. We've got some more levels in the axes and things like that. But what's really cool is whenever I hover over a different weapon, you can kind of see how it looks.
All the stats and stuff like that. Nice, cool.
Oh yeah, there's going to be localization stuff that needs polishing. So like this Torreson cannon, apparently it does 0 damage, as you can see there. It does damage.
Best weapon to take. Okay, I was going to say, you don't want to be equipping yourself with that.
It's my favorite late game weapon, purely because it does nothing.
Just intimidates the enemy.
I've pre-unlocked all these kind of things, but they will be using the very rare resource Blackstone. At the moment, it doesn't look very rare, but that's because I like cheating.
Dev build.
Yeah. Cheat. So the way that this works now is really cool. You can like travel through a tomb, and you may pick up like, let's say, an arc pistol that was left there from a previous expedition. And you can pick that up, and then you can equip it to one tech priest, and you only have that one weapon. What we've got here are blueprints. So these are kind of like, I would say they're similar to STCs, but they don't quite function the same. These allow you to 3D print the weapon over and over again. So actually, yeah, they are STCs, but we're calling them blueprints because STCs have their own kind of law that it gets a bit complicated with how much we can manipulate that.
All right.
So yes, once you unlock one of these or find one, you can then equip, let's say, the Cognis Flamer to all of your tech priests if you wish.
Okay.
Which is quite cool.
There's different options on the left as well, and there's like armor weapons.
Oh yeah, there's more stuff. Yeah. Also, each blueprint will have a rarity level, so there will be your standard, your rare, and then your legendary or epic, however you want to. We haven't named it yet, but it's there.
Okay. So with those blueprints, if it's legendary, can you equip it on all your guys as well, just as long as you have that blueprint, or is it just a certain rarity you can equip on all your people? Okay, that's good.
Definitely.
That's nice.
The higher, the rarer the weapon, the more it costs to kind of equip it to a tech priest.
Got it.
So that's how we are balancing things, and that will become incredibly relevant when I show you the customization and where we've got with that.
Right.
And yeah, don't worry about cutting me out. I will continue to ramble.
Ramble for the ramble god.
I'm one of those guys that like I will try and avoid awkward silences.
All right.
So down here we've got the support items, and they all equip onto the backpack of the Tech Priest.
Okay.
And you can kind of see the claws go up in size and quality on the side there, and different augments. Some of them are hidden behind his head. Blah blah blah. And there's obviously a lot of room for all the other stuff that we need to put in.
Yep.
I will tell you about my favorite one. I can't remember what its function is, but I just like the asset, which is a brain in a canister that will be attached to your back. And as that item levels up, it has multiple brains and multiple canisters all in the same thing.
Basically carrying like a conscience with you. Should I do this?
Yeah, totally. So then we've got our troops.
Oh, these look cool. Oh, Castellan. It's a Castellan.
So we've got the Servitor. We've all seen him and how cool he is. The way he functions is completely different to how we used to have him. He actually starts with like 1 health now. So he's kind of like a real throwaway unit. And as you level him up, so let's level him up, he will gain a new ability here. So that's the taunt that we had.
Yeah, I remember that from the last video. Yeah, he taunts them all onto himself.
And then when we level him up again, he gains a passive, which is he now has 5 HP. So he becomes more resilient.
And is he only 3 levels to his level up, or is it going to be more all the way down the bottom, or is it that's just 3 levels up for the servitor? Just
the 3. And it's the same for every single troops unit.
Okay, yeah, they all have 3. Okay.
If we added more, it would be really hard to kind of decide where you would put your Blackstone to level things up, because there's so much you can spend with Blackstone. We have the Ranger with his rifle, and we have the Ranger Alpha, which has the power sword.
Right.
We have Vanguard with the pulse. No, I'm trying so hard to remember all the names. It just kind of like, you know, when you put some loads of information in your head, and you know it all for months.
I think you need one of them brains.
I need one of those brain canisters. I do.
To store more info. You do.
And it just gets like sucked out when because I'm so focused on the storyline at the moment and working with Ben Counter and refining that I can tell you all sorts about the story, which I'm not going to because I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, he's got a weapon and it looks cool.
I mean, that's the best thing. He kills people with it. It's all good.
This guy is the Vanguard Alpha, and he has the Taser Goad.
Cool.
See, I remember some things.
Yeah, there we
go. You have the Cataphrone Breacher.
Looks so good.
Which is unfortunately not working in this build, but what I will unlock him so that you can see the model. And then we will actually get the Castellan robot out of the shed and fully upgrade him and show you some awesome stuff that he can do.
Nice. I love Castellan robots. I think they're one of the best.
He's certainly my favorite model. Yeah. And he does some very convenient animations sometimes when I'm talking. So I'm awesome. Like, yes. Here's one section that I'm going to show you now, which is probably the craziest thing at the moment. It needs a lot more refining. But the idea is that as you go along, you can then unlock more Tech Priests that you can customize.
Cool. That's awesome.
You can unlock the capability to have more units per deployment. And that's what all these are for.
So this tab is like a general kind of tab then for, like, you know, your missions and all that
exactly.
kind of stuff.
Yeah, so this is where all the other stuff goes that you can upgrade. So we finally decided, and thanks to the community on Steam, we had loads of guys help us out, and they hunted through books that we'd never thought a tech priest would be in. I think, was it Gaunt's Ghost or some sort of Imperial Guard? Yes, that's right, old school Imperial Guard, not Astra Militarum. But the books about them where there's like a tech priest as like a side character, and apparently they can remove this chip from the head and install it into another body and all that kind of stuff. And we were like, cool, this sounds amazing. So our tech priest can't permanently die, which is great because sometimes all that progress can be really frustrating.
That sounds cool.
But when they do die, there is obviously consequences.
Yes, that's good.
You can lose experience. So if you want, you can invest in losing less experience and eventually absolutely no experience. And that's a decision you make.
Can you upgrade everything in this, or is there going to be a limitation to like the Blackstone which you can invest into your game, or is it like if you play the game as much as you can, then you can just unlock everything?
Because we haven't quite got into balancing just yet, it's hard to give a definitive answer on that.
Okay.
But the plan is you won't be able to upgrade everything.
Right. Okay. So you have to really pick and choose for tactical wise and stuff.
Oh yeah. So that means like, when you've completed the game, say one run through, you can go, actually, and now I can try out having tons of tech priests and very little troops instead, and try and do like a full tech priest, no troops kind of run through the game, which could be quite cool. And someone gave me a crazy achievement idea the other day, and it was what if you could soup up your tech priest so much that you just have one tech priest and he goes through all the missions. We need to test that to see if it's even possible.
Yeah, that'd be so cool. Just going through, kill everything on your own. I am the Omnissiah now.
I have ascended to godhood.
Yeah.
It may not be possible, but if it is, it's certainly going to become an achievement, and I would love to run through the game myself like that.
Yeah, it'd be a challenge.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a challenge I'm totally going to try when we go through it. So we have Canticles is the last thing on this list. These are changing how we previously had them, rather than just kind of going, hey, pick one, and then at the start of every round, and then it just kind of that applies to all. There was no like strategical way of using them anymore with that kind of tool, and we had to make really kind of boring buffs, which most of these are still those boring buffs because they're just implemented ages ago. But the way that they will function now in this build, and you'll see it, you apply one whenever you want, and they will either last for the entire fight or for 1 or 2 turns, and they become like that Hail Mary moment where you can really make interesting impact on your mission.
Okay, so for example, if you're fighting a boss and you just you need a little a bit of a boost, you can just use it like during that boss battle or something like that, and it lasts that round against the boss and stuff.
Yeah,
or
definitely.
Does it last the entire like that mission?
It won't last an entire mission.
Right. So just okay. So a couple of turns then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And that's what's the interesting thing. So once you've used one, you can't use it for the entire mission again. So
okay.
You may find some people are like, actually, I'll reserve all my Canticles because I know there's a boss in this tomb, and I probably want to use all of them on the boss to make it so much easier.
Alright, that's awesome.
Or you might have people like, oh my god, I'm going to lose all my tech priests in this fight. If I just use, like, let's say Shroud's Blossom and increase my armor by 1, that actually could save them all. And it's moments like that where you can go, hey, this is really cool. This has kind of saved me.
What about if you don't use them all on one mission? Does it carry over and stack with more Canticles on the next mission? Or is it you can only take a certain amount each mission?
So you can see like there's a little bit of a list that we've created here. There will be a ton more that you can unlock. And when you go into a mission, then you decide, right, I want to take in. Currently it's 3, but we may upgrade it to like 5, or like add section in here that will allow you to upgrade the number of Canticles you can take on a mission, things like that. But there's no real need to save them in a particular mission. If you save them, then yeah, exactly. The way that you unlock these is you collect either 50 CP or 150, or kill 100 Necrons, 50 Scarabs, things like that. So not only are you unlocking achievements on Steam, but you're also gaining a game mechanic for it, which is quite cool.
Yeah, that seems cool. Yeah,
because
really nice.
My biggest issue with achievements is they don't really feel like there's anything going on.
Right.
You know, like Steam achievements to some people are completely worthless. So I thought, let's have a game mechanic so then it feels like there's some sort of incentive behind all that.
Yeah, I hold my hands up. I'm one of these people that don't really go for Steve achievements at all.
Yeah,
so
I understand. Yeah. I'm the same. So I wanted to incentivize myself when I play through the game. I'm just gonna hop back and unlock a couple of priests so we can show off some stuff, because I've pre-built some.
Awesome, cool.
So this is also for some people who have not seen what's going on. This is a priest straight off the conveyor belt.
Cool.
And here's all the cool loot.
Oh, it looks glorious.
So let's put on an axe we've not seen before. And with each axe there's like 3 different models for them as well. So this is the first level stuff. The second and third level looks so much cooler, and I can't wait to show people that. Like Balius Crawl, is it Balius Crawl? Is that how you pronounce it?
Belisarius Call, the saviour of the Imperium, Mr. Primaris Maker himself.
I'm so glad someone can say it.
Call, that's what I tend to do.
Call, yeah, call my man, my main man. So yeah, there's one of his axes are in here. Let's just equip something new on there, so you can kind of see this.
It looks so cool. It really looks so cool. I love it.
We've got weapons on here that you can get from other things that you can't equip normally to tech priest within the tabletop, which is quite cool. So at the moment we've actually reached our capacity, so if I'm trying to drag it over, it's like no red, all that kind of stuff.
Right, yeah, you can see at the top, yeah, augment capacity.
So that's because he's a level 1 priest at the moment. So this is all new.
Oh yeah,
these
wow, okay.
Are like your priest's progress.
Right.
I don't know if you've ever played like D&D or any kind of role-playing game before.
I personally have not, no. I'd love to, but I have not yet.
Oh, I should definitely try and sort something out with you then.
Okay,
I'm a massive D&D fan, heavy nerd. So imagine these so the Engine Series is your tank, Lex Mechanicus is kind of like your healer, the Rune Priest is your buff dealer for your tech priest, the Secutor is your buffer for troops, and so on. The Dominus is like all about damage. And you can kind of see here, so the tooltip at the bottom here shows that my servo skull, because all tech priests now by default will have a servo skull with them.
Right, okay, cool.
Each one of these buffs the servo skull in some way. So this one, whoever it's equipped to gains +1 armor of both types, which is quite cool.
Right, okay. So you can do like paths to make him certain aspects, like if you're full offensive and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay, cool.
So we could go in here and have like a tanky damage dealer or a healing buff dealer.
All right,
things like that.
That's cool. That's really nice. Yeah.
Just realised I need to cheat. It's just whacking some cheats there. It should. Oh no. Yes, it is. It's working. Cool.
There we go.
Right. So
all
increasing
the developer cheats.
all my augment capacity is now went up. Here's something you've also not seen before: is as you progress through a discipline, you get access to different body parts that they have.
Oh, okay.
So let's choose the head, because that's quite unique, and then we'll unlock another one, and let's get the body. And then we will go Dominus, and we can... Got spider legs.
Spider legs is always fun.
But unfortunately it's broken so much I don't want to show you it.
Okay.
He's basically got back problems, and I will post about that on the social media. I've made like a little cartoon thing about it because it's so funny. Let's just add in like a different body there. And as you can see, like we can kind of add a little bit here and there and stuff like that.
This
this head's
it looks
cool.
like there's so much customization. It's amazing. I could probably spend hours just here, just different builds and stuff like that. That's yeah, it's great. It's really, really
I
fun.
certainly am.
Yeah.
Cool. So we've really created something quite unique now. So if we were to attach that, you can actually see it's a physical change.
Yeah.
But if you look at his statistics as well, so there's like a passive basis to it. So that increased his health and his base armor. Cool. And if we equip some arms, that's going to increase something. I can't remember what that one was.
+1 to pierce or something, I think.
Piercing, yeah. So that goes through enemy armor,
Nice.
which is good. And as you can see, it's starting to look quite different. We've not got
Yes.
any legs. What's going on? Let's put some legs on. There we go. Those ones are actually quite nice legs. I like these ones.
So, as you mentioned before, like you said, the axe levels up and stuff like that. Does that go with like all the other weapons? They all have like different versions. Like, so like,
with
like the plasma weapon I'm now, does that go up in like different styles and stuff?
Visually, no.
No, okay.
There's only so much we can accomplish, unfortunately. But the good thing is there is actually a shed load of weapons that people can choose from,
Yeah,
which is
cool.
nice. And you'll be able to tell the difference between the rarity based on the background color that we use for that. Currently, they're all just the common ones.
So yeah, grey's common. And I don't know, like green is next, blue, orange and stuff. You know, color-based stuff like that. I'm just thinking of like what other games have done. Yeah, but
oh yeah, definitely.
I get what you mean.
So that will be familiar to anyone who's played
Yeah.
most games with these types of systems. Then, like, we could attach like some more stuff on the back. Oh no, we've reached our capacity. I know there's a cheat. There we go. We can add more. Sorry, did I say cheat? No. This one's quite cool. Let's put that in. So he's looking pretty meaty now. Oh wait,
he is looking very, very mean.
We have missed another weapon. There we go. Just to add it on.
Yeah.
So
are you sure that's not an orc? That is a lot of DACA. That is a lot of DACA.
It's not quite finished, and unfortunately it's not quite in this build, but we've also still got the Mechanicus slots at the bottom.
Cool.
I don't know where they're going to go on the back, but we'll fit them in.
We'll find a place.
And the way that these animate, they look awesome. They just look like they've got a life of their own.
Yeah.
And I can't
so
wait
cool.
for people to see those.
He just looks like a complete badass now already. Like he's ready to take on anything that comes his way.
At this stage,
So
you're looking at like late game. I'm just fully giving you what dreams you can have. We now also have the naming systems, so we can call this Valrak, Eos,
Valrakius, yes.
Dominus. Yeah, there we go. But the game won't let me have this guy in because we're currently going through the balancing, and each level has a certain limit to the deployment, so that it's nicely balanced. But early game, you clearly wouldn't have someone that costs 16 points to deploy. We'll keep him around anyway, but
yeah,
we'll see if we can get him into it. There is one map that has like 50 deployments, and we should be able to get him in just for comedy value.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay, so that's how that all works. And we will choose this mission here. So what we got down here gives the player a gauge of difficulty. So this it should let me launch, even though it says that we're out of deployments. If it doesn't, it's okay. We can start again. So this allows the player to gauge, okay, how difficult is the tomb that I'm going into? And if I look at Vidax's, this is much higher.
Right, okay.
And it's very similar to how it worked before, but it's visually cooler.
Yeah.
And we'll...
The rule of cool.
Yeah. So it is going to let me in. Good. So as you can see, Valrakius Dominus is quite expensive to deploy. So 16 here. If I press him, it goes up here, as you can see. A tech priest with nothing equipped costs nothing because he's just a meat sack. And you can do that if you want. That's totally up to you.
Throw the bodies at him, one after one.
He'll be like a dude in a straitjacket running towards the enemy, getting hit multiple times. So this is how we also equip in our different troops. We'll have... What other tech priests have I pre-created? Yeah, this one's good. We've run out of deployment costs. Oh no, that's Valrakius' problem.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so that should do it.
That's awesome.
And if we want, we can always come back out and play another mission.
Yeah.
So this is where you choose your Canticles, and we're kind of limited to up 3 at the moment. And if we think it's cool, we'll add the option to add more and stuff like that. So we have some cool new units, some super late game Valrak man, and Jeremiah, the legend. He's our programmer.
If I die now in this game, I blame you. I will blame you.
I'll be very impressed if your character dies. He's a bit over the top powerful. So as you can see, we're using our absolutely beautiful artwork here to show storyline. I'll skip over that.
Do you know one of the things that really sticks out this game for me is the sound design? Like, just them speaking then, and like, just the sound design used for that, like this. It sounds so cool.
I'm so sorry I skipped over it. I forgot it's been there for quite a while now.
Yeah. So good.
So yeah, the story behind that, if people are interested, is that we actually took people from the development crew, took a recording of them saying random stuff about the game, and then really messed it up to make it sound Mechanicus-like. So they're actual voices.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really.
You'd never know. You'd never know.
Yeah.
I'll just let you admire this. And each character, as you could tell, has a unique sound to them, which is quite nice.
Yeah, great. Fantastic job on the sound.
Thanks.
Props to whoever did that.
Yeah, Guillaume. Look him up. He's awesome. So yeah, we've got our timer here, and whenever we move from one room to another, this gauge will go up. Keep your eyes peeled.
There we go.
Oh, it looks so beautiful still. So when that gauge hits full circle, the Necrons get a buff of some sort, or it nerfs our capability to do certain things. So you remember cognition points in the fights?
Yeah.
Those will spawn less often the longer you're in a tomb, so it makes it harder for you to fire off your heavy weapons.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
And there's a really cool one I'm really excited to talk about. So as we're moving around here, we can kind of, keep exploring, and the dungeons are so much bigger than you're going to be able to see here.
Yeah, it looks huge. We just did then. You're just like, wow, okay.
Oh yeah, you've not seen how awesome this new one is.
Yeah. I just remember from the first one, like it was like just like a couple of rooms. This looks massive.
Yeah, and we've changed the way it looks and everything.
So good.
So, yeah, this is pretty awesome. It's pumping me up, reminding me that there's new stuff that I'm so numb to now. So yeah, as you explore through this room, and you can kind of get a gauge where things are. Mechanicus got a scan, right?
Yep.
If you're in dungeon, say like 9 or 10, I can't remember which one it is, the Necron Lord will awaken, which is just like a mini boss, and he will try and hunt you down. So as you move from room to room, he will probably be moving 2 rooms at a time to find you.
Oh, do you actually see him moving like on your map, or is it just like he just pops up randomly? It's like, oh my god, he's here.
So if he's in, we haven't quite decided, but like if he's in rooms that you've previously explored, you'll start seeing him moving as it's like a 3D element.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
And if he's probably not been in, so if he's coming from like over here, and let's say it started now, you might just get like a UI kind of representation. He's in that direction, but you don't know where he's coming.
Yeah, you don't know where he is. Yeah. Okay.
So it's like that. Oh my god! What's going on? If he finds you, he will use a cool piece of Necron tech we've allowed to invent, which makes sense when you're in his tomb. He's able to teleport you where he wants when he's in your presence. So he teleports you right back to his throne room, which, if you remember, he's able to manipulate that to his advantage.
Yeah, he's like the ground and stuff. Put it up and down. And everything like that. Yeah.
Cool. So that's some cool stuff to talk about there. We also have these events down here. We've got a very unique scenario where 2 have popped up. If we choose, we can go into another room and not have to take these on if we don't want to. Taking them on sometimes will make, in most cases, make this gauge in the top left go up.
Right.
But we'll do it anyway. So this is how events look now.
Right. It pops up okay. And then you have the option then to do what you want.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, okay.
So when we went to Warhammer Fest, we were very aware that the age range is huge. We've got like very young kids that probably shouldn't be playing a game where people shoot each other, right up to people that have been around since the conception of Games Workshop. And so what we've done is allowed people who aren't really into the lore to be able to choose 3 simple options in this text here. But as you can see below, there's a extended version of that text.
Right, okay.
It's not working for this one, but as you can see, it's like down there. And sometimes those are quite long. And if you've ever played like Mass Effect, systems like that can sometimes frustrate me as a player, because I can choose one and then you see this line come up going, oh, actually, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, no, that's not how I would have ever said that choice.
Yeah.
So this is exactly what you will be saying in the scenario.
All right, yeah, that's what gives people an option to... That's what I'm going to be doing if I click that one. Cool.
Yeah. So let's choose the full rights. So all the texts and events like this that pop up are completely unique to every mission. So we've done a lot of work to make every single one of these completely unique to the mission.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is really cool, because you get actually quite a lot of lore that we can explain to players and make them really feel like they're down in the tombs. And there's some really funny stuff down there as well. Ben's a great author. And as you can see, the game mechanic wise, there's a negative and a positive here. We get some data and the gauge goes up by 1. Let's do this one as well. Explosives or burn it?
You know me as a Space Marine player, I'm going to say use explosives. Blow it to Kingdom Come.
So that's increased our gauge.
Oh, my bad.
The localization's not quite there, but basically Necrons can now move faster.
Okay.
That's your fault if we die because of that.
I made terrible decisions. Blame me.
So yeah, it went up by 2, which means it's getting really hard quite quick, and we've not really went far into the dungeon. But we all gained 30 experience, which is quite cool.
Oh, nice.
We learned explosives work well on plants.
Good. As they should.
Right, so I don't know where things are because this is all procedurally generated. So I will let you choose this door 1 or door 2.
Door 2. Let's go door 2.
Door 2.
Oh, here we go. Fight time.
This is where we died, isn't it? Wow, we go straight to the boss fight.
Oh, is it the boss fight? Sorry.
That's okay. So for those that have seen the previous one, this is actually the same fight as before. So we can't. So what happens now is we get to see an overview of the environment, and this is where we get to choose who in our entire team deploys into the mission. Now we've got 8 points to deploy, so that means that we can put in 1 tech priest and a servitor, or a castellan robot and the Vanguard Alpha. So I'll let you choose.
I would go with the Castellan. I just want to see that Castellan in game. I really want to see him.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
So
look
now
how
we've
big
got
he is.
them in.
It's glorious. Takes up 4 squares. It's amazing.
The Cataphrone also takes up 4 squares.
Does it? Oh, cool.
So we've got 2 big units, which we're quite excited about. And then we deploy. Okay, so moving, you now have a confirm system, which is quite nice, so you're not accidentally doing anything. That's one of my favourite animations there. I don't know if you've seen that play. Yeah, it's just like, woohoo!
I love it. I love it.
Okay, we're going to have to skip because we can't move forward anymore.
They're going to be coming down for us.
Trigger the Scarabs and the Lord. He looks a bit disappointed about that.
Yeah. He's like, they're not close enough. I need to purge these. Oh, here comes the Lord. That's the effects are so cool. Like, it visually it looks absolutely stunning for where it is. Like in this alpha build, it looks so good.
Yeah, we've done a lot of tweaking with the visual effects as well. So, I mean, from my perspective, I'm so used to what it looks like now, but you probably notice it looks quite a bit better.
Yeah.
Like, for example, reflective. So just having that hologram there is reflecting off the surface of the environment.
So yeah, it's little things like that. Yeah, makes it great.
Where are we going to put him? He can go over here. Now, there is a downside to big units.
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't use them.
Oh,
so he's kind of stuck.
Poor Castellan.
So what we can do is just check our Canticles and see if there's anything that's going to be handy. Yes, let's increase our range of our weapons. So, just to show you what a flamer would normally do. Oh, that's the wrong flamer. That flamer. So that's the normal range of it, which is quite good.
Yeah, decent.
But let's say we've got +3 range to that.
Wow,
it's quite a bit more.
Yeah, you can see it now, yeah. You can hit everything.
So let's try and damage these guys.
7 damage. That should be tough.
Bugger. The best way to deal with Scarabs is trying to delete all of them at once, because this is what happens Oh, of course. Fire damage.
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
It's when you thought it was over. Oh, here we go. We may be able to get out now.
Yes. This is our opportunity.
Oh, he's coming. He's not a happy chapper.
Well, we do have 5 armor, so we should be able to survive this quite easily, thinking about it. Okay, let's taser goad it.
Do it. Purge him.
Nice.
Very cool.
Now, not every unit in the game now has opportunity attacks. It's only select units.
Right.
And it doesn't have all that, like... Oh, everyone has opportunity attacks. Oh, bugger.
Mine as well.
Just my luck. It seems that the Necron Lord might have to add his environment stuff again and remove it, and maybe that'll fix it. Because the Castellan can't move past an invisible object right now because it's bugged out.
That's alpha. That's alpha. People expect
Yeah.
it. It's okay. Oh, he's coming for you anyway.
He wants some of
fight.
this.
Yeah, he's coming to you.
Okay. I'm hoping that fixed it. If not, the Vanguard's going to have to do all the hard work.
He's got it. He's got it.
But with that amount of armor at this level, it's going to be quite easy. Right, taser goad that guy.
Come on, you can do it. 5 damage.
Oh man! Let's so we can now, as before, press the Noosphere button, which is the spacebar, and we can see that he's got 2 health left, which is a bit of a bugger. Okay, nope, he is bugged. Right, fire from afar.
There we go. Just burn him from there.
Let's get the Scarab as well, hopefully.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's pretty cool then with the flame. You can hit multiple targets.
Oh, there's probably just an invisible object there. Fun times. Let's see if we can charge. No, we can't charge. Big fire everywhere. Let's do that. So this is like the highest level Castellan ability.
Oh, that is cool. 360.
Fill
arc
everything
death.
with fire.
Yeah.
Still hasn't killed him. Great.
Oh,
Fire
is that
damage,
one?
yes.
No, 1 fire damage. I guess these Necrons, from last time, I can't recall if I asked this. They regenerate health at all or anything like that?
Yes, so you can use Scarabs will go up to any Necron warrior that's near them and try and repair them.
Okay.
If a Necron is knocked down, so his health goes to 0, then he can do his reanimation protocol.
Okay. Scary Necrons, of course. 1 fire damage. Spin around his animation. Doesn't care.
Right. So this is going to take a while. I might just have to skip out of it, but as you can see now, he's entered reanimation protocol there, and it could be 2 or 3 turns that he respawns.
Right.
What we're going to have by beta, especially the final product, is each stage of reanimation protocol will become visually apparent to the player. But this is just one of those main stages at the moment, as you can see the animation and the visual effects. So we've used our flamer quite often, and just down here we've got these 2 red things, and the yellow is letting us know that we've entered angering the machine spirit.
Okay.
So we know about the machine spirit, right?
Yes.
It is in everything Imperium. I searched really hard to find this information, but actually for us it's just a sentient AI that is corrupt because the STC was broken, and then when the Adeptus Mechanicus built it, they built it in that corrupt state. So imagine a really confused, upset Skynet. that is inside every single weapon.
Oh, we survived this long.
So that's why you can like even anger land raiders that can go on killing sprees and things like that if you don't oil it properly, or if you push it too far and things like that. So I was like, this is awesome. Like, let's get rid of reloading because that's boring. Let's get rid of overheating because that doesn't make sense in the lore unless it's plasma. So angering the machine spirit happens with pretty much every weapon. Except for our axes and things like that. So at this stage, what I can do is I can still attempt to fire my weapon. But it's kind of like a gamble at this point. It could fire where I want it to. The direction in this case with this weapon could change entirely. And it could, let's say, fire backwards and attack all my allies. It could attack maybe the nearest target if it's like a single target thing.
Yeah.
Which could also include my allies. There's a lot of ally attacking ally stuff. It could still fire where I want it to and do a reduced damage. It could fire at maximum damage. And there's quite a lot of random events that could happen. So it's a real gamble when the player decides to do it. But I think it makes it far more interesting to see what could happen.
Yeah. Go on, just do it. Yeah. Do it. It's going to be hilarious if he like fires backwards.
Less damage. Awesome.
Okay.
2 damage. Come on. All right. Well, he's going to die from fire, which is good.
Yeah, that's good then. He'll die with the flame.
And because he's trapped there, there's nothing I can do. Good old Alpha. Right. So you've got to make your way over there. In between all invisible objects. Oh, whoops. Forgot to fire. Ah, never mind. Oh, there you go. There's just one dude to kill, so we'll ease the pain by just kind of cheating through that battle.
We technically won. There we go.
But I got to show you the Castellan robot a little bit there.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's all I wanted. Just see that Castellan. That was amazing. I love it.
I'll show you some melee attacks if we get into the level that you can deploy quite a lot of units. So, as attacking Necrons is part of the actual mission that we're on, gather specimens. Right. If you know anything about Necrons, you know that that's incredibly hard.
Yes.
So Scavola's going, it's a shame they just kind of teleport away, blah, blah, blah. What do we do? And so on. Let's go to the next room. Cool. Please be the nice mission that allows me to put everyone down. Yes!
Is it? There we go.
Yep. You get to see some 3 types of different enemies now that you've not seen before. And we get to deploy hopefully everyone. I think we should be able to.
Yeah, there's 50
so,
there, just use this.
Nice and easy. Everyone's out on the field. This is total overkill.
He looks amazing with all that stuff on the back of him. He looks so cool. Like Corm himself.
This is you.
Yeah, he looks so cool.
40,000 millennia in the future. Oh, sorry, in the 40,000th millennium.
So cool. I like. Can you actually play from like that camera setting where you're at now? Like move it that way, or is it just from the top view, or is that like a battle camera?
You can technically play from this, yes, if you want.
Yeah, I know it's a bit close, but yeah.
It's uncomfortable, but we can attempt it if you wish.
No, it's like
just for comedy value. I don't know where I'm going to put the UI kind of disappears. Let's move this guy over here. Jesus, that looks heavy.
Yes.
You can see like all the buffs down here if you ever forget what this guy can do.
Right.
And of course all the abilities. With the heavy weapons, they will normally look like these icons here where you've got the 1 cognition point to use this ability. We've taken it off so that it's dead easy to show people right now all the weapons quite quickly, because it does cost 3 cognition every time to fire heavy weapons, as we know. Let's fire off. Sorry, just get the right name. This is the plasma caliber that you would normally find on a Cataphron destroyer.
Yep, he's got it equipped on. Okay, here we go. Holy.
There's a good example of the sound not syncing. But yeah, he's screwed. Sorry, little man.
Oh, that's awesome. Is he down, that Necron? Did you like one-shot him then?
Yeah, I just one-shot him.
Oh, right, okay.
It's because we have all those augments on as well, it increases the damage of all the weapons. So right, Servo Skull, let's go attach that on him. And that's just dealt 1 damage to him. Scanned him, so he used to be on 8 health. And now we know a little bit more about him. Can we get him melee? No, but what we can do is move here. And the level 2 Castellan robot has a melee charge. So he can charge infinitely in one direction.
Okay.
Even diagonally.
Oh, nice. That was amazing.
Just 0.
Dual smash.
It just does 0 damage, though. It doesn't look
did
as
it
powerful.
do no damage? You failed, Castellan.
Epic. So let's. I know that those guys are going to start flying, so let's move these guys out a bit. Want to see the solar atomizer? Yeah. So let's move him, and this is total overkill that you'd probably never do in the game because statistics. But let's just obliterate him.
Wow, okay. No more. Bye-bye. Nothing left.
So with this guy, we've actually buffed him quite a lot with loads of different stuff. As you can see, it's kind of messing with the UI at the moment. But we can actually make 1 prayer with him, and it will fill the cognition gauge at the top here.
Oh, okay. That's
So
cool.
we can do that if we wanted to. Now we don't have to worry about cognition so much. He also has 2 blessed types.
Right.
This is all because of all these levels that we've put into things. So you can kind of see that we use 3 canticles. Sorry, you can choose between 3 canticles. It doesn't. I don't think it quite works. Let's try it. It does. Okay, cool. So this is kind of like your extra canticle on top of normal canticle system, and we can increase all the damage by 2, increase our physical armor or energy armor. At this point, it's like completely overpowered. Soup everything up kind of decision making here. Command fire is probably my favorite, so what I'm going to do is move him over here using a cognition point and activate command fire. So I select an enemy within this yellow area, and all troop choices, so anything that's not a tech priest, will attack that 1 unit an extra time.
Oh, okay.
So it might be good if he doesn't have a range, and he doesn't have a range, and we couldn't fit in any ranged characters. Bugger. I'll save that.
Save it then. Yeah.
We'll try and show. We'll try and break the game even, maybe.
It's always good when we can break it. Oh.
We learn a lot just playing the game, so. Oh, we like that. That's okay. So, with the death marks, we know that they can go into pocket dimensions and relocate anywhere on the field of battle. So we allow them to teleport everywhere.
The Castellan's getting punched about. Or shot about, should I say?
God, that looks so meaty.
He does. He just looks amazing.
Do some damage to him. Scan him. So right, what we've got here is he's set up into like an Overwatch stance.
All right.
I'll just going into the wall there. So if I move, let's call him Alfred, over this direction in the way, he's gonna get shot.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Overwatch works. Cool.
Yeah. So every single unit, I think I may have explained in the past, has their own unique kind of mechanics that the player will have to learn and then learn how to counter in that way as well.
Right, gotcha.
So it's kind of like learn on the fly, which is kind of why we're not showing all the enemies as well, because that's half the fun in the battle scenes.
Yeah.
Right, so I should have moved him last turn. What have I done? Oh,
watch.
Oh, but because we buffed everyone's armor, it's okay.
0
We're
damage.
going to be fine.
He's got it.
We're just out of taunt range. No. So we'll just move with extra canticles, and as you know, we can keep moving if we wish. Let's fire over here.
Oh, that's devastation. Boom.
Oh, that makes it harder to do what I was planning. This might kill this guy. Nope. Always good.
Oh, no.
Does anyone need healing? Oh yeah, let's go heal this dude. And we use a canticle then to apply the healing.
Nice. 4 repairs. Is that on full health now? I think. Yeah, I think
He should be. Yeah.
Yeah. Took 4 of them before.
I've got really high level healing claws on there as well. So, and as we know, like we can only use the healing claws 3 times per mission at the moment.
Right.
We're only going to get the Castellan to attack. I kind of want to get at least the Servitor in and then show what's going on. But if people are curious, just because we're so overpowered right now, look at that armor. 10 armor. Whoa.
Yeah. Nothing's going through
We
there.
can attack our own allies. Just for the fun of it. So be careful when you go into Mechanicus. Things can get quite dicey.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh,
farewell.
There goes the
sweet
plan.
prince.
There goes the plan.
Oh, he's gonna die as well.
Oh dear. Goes
Like
right
Mr.
through
Van.
the armor.
All over again. He's disappeared. He's gone.
Oh.
Let's see. Well, five armor. He survived.
Yeah, we're making it look pretty easy because of all the later level stuff. Oh no, don't. No!
Oh, he's gone.
No!
No. Farewell.
Sweet prince of
Farewell.
tech heresy. He was clearly a traitor.
Yes.
We needed to get rid of him.
He needs to be purged.
Yeah, it was just not working out for him. We should probably repair ourselves.
By the wilderness she got. Nice.
And we've kind of like, ooh, if we attach it to this guy, we can at least do a bit of damage there. I can't believe I killed my own tech priest. That was maybe a silly move. So right, let's move this dude here. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot about that.
Of what? Wow, 4 damage. Wow, that weapon is devastating.
And that has 2 loads in it, so you want to kind of watch out. It can catch you twice. So let's use our command the troops to attack. Uh-oh. Oh, we got lucky. We got lucky.
You did get
He
lucky.
didn't want to fire on us. Let's just get rid of that so we can not worry about him anymore. turn our attention to this guy. And because we've got so many points, you can actually run right up to him.
Let's get him up there.
Use a couple of them. And at point blank range, just shoot him in the face. 5 damage.
Boom.
And Machine Spirit, let's see what happens here. Nope, it's not having a good day. It doesn't want to do anything.
Nope.
So there's also that. I don't know if I said that. Yeah. It just decides to have a bit of a paddy. Ooh, don't have the charge. Okay, cool. I've kind of really lowered my chances of success here.
By killing your own guys, traitor. Oh, he's got
that fire is actually the only thing that's probably be able to damage me at the moment. Hey, buddy. Ooh,
he's on 4. Oh, he's gonna shoot.
So one of his passives, I don't know if explained, is like he can auto repair at the start of every round, which is quite handy.
Yeah, is that what he just did then? Just repaired himself then?
Yeah. This guy's never going to see any action.
Yeah,
the targets keep moving.
He's just going back and forth. It's like, I'm chasing everyone.
Right. I don't care if you fire at me. We've got 10 armor. We'll be fine. What?
Whoa! Critical. Famous last words.
Yeah, let's repair again. Right, eat this.
Oh, there you go.
Right, he should be able to finish this guy off. I'll be surprised if he doesn't. Let's see what the Machine Spirit thinks about that. Less damage.
Less damage.
Because he doesn't need it, right?
It's 2 damage. Well, yeah, you killed him there now. No threat remaining. Good job. Even though we wiped out half our own team. Good job.
Yeah, yeah, they're dead. Sorry about that.
And
so,
is that it now? Like those guys are lost forever, or can we go back and bring them back to life in some kind of way?
During the mission, we can't bring them back to life, unless you have a very late game ability of one of the disciplines that allows you to bring models back to life. That's the only way you can do it during a mission.
Okay.
So what happens now is if we were to go back to the Arc Mechanicus, we will then have to wait a couple of missions. The number of missions is yet to be defined, but that tech priest will not be able to play in a mission or 2 or 3, depending on. He just needs to basically repair or find a new body or something along those lines narratively.
Gotcha.
So he's kind of screwed for now.
Yeah.
He would have lost XP as well, so that's a bit of a shame. That's why you shouldn't attack your own tech priest. Just don't do it. It's not healthy. So we're still looking for another fight. And I can see that we were only going to have the 2 units that we had in the boss fight that are able to go into this fight.
Oh boy. We can do it.
Oh, it's getting harder. We'll have to check this because I don't want to come back.
Oh, here we go. Level 3. You did it.
So you can see now, in the arenas when cognition spawns, it's reduced by half now. Oh. We'll just collect this data at the cost of making things harder.
At least we're getting data. That's good.
Yeah, that is used for now equipping and 3D printing items for Tech Priest. I forgot to explain that, my bad.
warriors. Scouts.
Okay, so we've got 8, so that's our most powerful character not able to deploy.
He's on 2.
We're getting a lot of Castellan showtime here, though.
Yeah, that's good. It's fun.
And I think we should probably add some physical armor, because the Castellan's quite low right now. Let's just throw out all the big guns. Oh, it's not letting me. Okay, fine. I've just realised I shouldn't have moved there. This is tactics. Because I kind of want to hit both of them.
Well,
and I'm going to do it anyway.
You've burnt everything else. Why not burn him as well? make it a full-on burn session.
Right. So let's move here.
Ooh, he's gone. So there's the Scarab's gone.
Oh no!
Oh no! He's gonna die because of fire. He's gonna die.
I'm not really showing off the true tactical nature of this game.
He's gonna die. Oh, here we go.
Oh, good times.
I think this is where the team gets fully wiped out. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh dear, that's not good enough. What we can do is activate defense protocol, but it reduces our damage. It might be a good idea to do this.
Yeah, do it.
And let's charge into him.
0 damage.
That's not good. Attack him. 1 damage. Just my luck, right? Fire. Eat fire. Fire always works. There we go.
4 damage.
Steps closer. More fire. Yes. Is that like that's like a 360 flame scope?
It's it. It's like full on purge, like last war, like
right everything was dead. Used.
Yeah, we're about to die. Kill everything.
Oh,
0 damage.
Don't die.
Oh, there he goes. Farewell.
We may have had some very observant viewers because as we've been attacked by certain enemies, our armor has also been reducing.
Oh.
All right, that's it.
That's
We're out.
GG. It's over.
Oh, power down.
I like how it just flops down. Like,
yeah.
Systems offline. God.
If you critical hit him, he does do the 8th edition explodey.
Oh, right. Is it? Nice. That's cool.
Yes.
Does that explosion
at this point,
kill things around him and stuff like that? Like when he explodes,
oh, yeah.
or is it just onto him?
Just exactly like 8th edition, so
nice.
It can damage your own allies and damage the enemy, the whole lot.
That's awesome.
Which is great. Just don't stand next to your Castellans. Just don't ever do it. Because he's too high to deploy, we can't now deploy him in. But the idea is that when, let's say we lost him and we had a unit that was 4 points, we could then fill up the 4 points that he took up, the Vanguard.
Okay.
And that allows us to constantly reinforce with the units we've got left. Scenarios like this are very rare. This is because we've just went super OP into a low-level stuff.
Right.
But if all your tech priests die, that's when the mission fails, because they are basically controlling all the subunits, the troops.
Yeah.
And without them, you kind of can't really have the mission continue.
If you cut the head off the snake.
So I'm going to have to escape out, and I think because I can't select anything, I've just booked it out. This is terrible. So I can't even access the menu. So
You broke it that bad, you brought the game. Well, you did say let's try and break the game, and officially we did it. So yeah,
we have.
We
We've
did
achieved it.
Awesome.
But that is pretty much everything I've got to show you today.
Yeah, that's great.
I know that we've got future plans to show the game when, and this time you'll be playing it, so you can really convey your personal experiences and things like that. And if you want, I can always sit there and you can ask me questions and whatnot. That's fine.
Yeah, sure.
I'm free for that.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. And just to remind people, it's the 8th of August. It goes on pre-order over on Steam.
Yeah, so it'll be tomorrow because
this is coming out on the
7th.
Yes. So tomorrow. I'll have a link in the description to like the Steam page for the game or anything like that. If you guys want to go and check it out in the description, we all linked there.
Yeah, and we'll be showing a lot more stuff from then on, so that you can see a lot more of the fights and the different units. And I just can't wait. I'm so excited that we're finally out there saying release date is the 15th of November. Get excited. Look how awesome it is now. I mean, it's just getting better.
Yeah, well, I'm hyped. I'm hyped for it. Like I said, ever since I saw that first trailer, I was like, okay, this has me. This has me good. So yeah, good job.
Awesome.
Great job. Thanks for the thanks for the
Is there
video.
any questions?
I haven't really got any questions. It was more or less just like showing like some of the new gameplay off. I think all the questions that we had last time covered all the bases. I think from the previous video. If people want to check out the questions in the previous video I did, then there's a link to the previous video in the description as well, and we can go from there. But yeah, I just want to say thanks for showing it all off again. It's been amazing. I cannot wait to get my hands in it and show it off very, very soon. So thanks.
Thank you very much.
No worries, dude. Thanks for taking your time out once again. It's been awesome. It's been really, really cool. Hopefully next time,
everyone.
Yeah, we play it. We won't wipe out our entire team. And
we'll have something a lot more stable.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching the video, and thanks for showing it off, mate. Everyone have a nice day.
No problem.
See you all soon.
Bye.
See you now, and bye-bye.